Okay, chat box is your friend. Please write stuff in the chat box. You see this goose. What is wrong with it? What is wrong with this goose right now? Any ideas? Any ideas? Is this how you normally see a goose out there in the world? Nah, not like this. Who can type the fastest? It's alone! Yay! Milan and Vashna and Katie and everyone, you're getting it. Amazing. I want you to know that flying solo is not the way to go. You need to be able to fly in a V, and you are already successful because you're here and you're knowing that if I hang out with these other girls, I'm in this flock and I'm flying in a V. Now, this creates synergy. Synergy, how? When you fly in this V formation, you're like this flock. You get a 71% greater flying range. You get motivated to stay in line. The other friends, maybe they won't honk like the geese will, but they're gonna be like, you go, come on, do it, do it. That's what happens when the leader's at the front and you hear the honking, they're saying, go, go, keep going. They also change up the lead, so they're not always in the front, getting tired. And when someone is tired and sick and kind of falls out, two others go with them. And I know, put your hand up. Do you do that for your friends? Someone is having a hard day, you rally around them. Only one of you does, really? Let me see some more faces here. Okay, there we go. Good job, ladies. So actually, Karen that just came on here, I do Pilates with Karen, and she's also a client of mine. Susan, who you saw earlier, the ocean engineer, she's in my flock too. So it's really cool to have great people around you. Here's the handout in case you didn't get it, in case you're not sure what I'm talking about. And don't worry, if you don't have it, all I want you to do is have a piece of paper and a pen. Now, this is what people told me. Have they told you this before? You have the opportunity to be anything you want and whatever you want. And you're like, so do you feel, give me a thumbs up if you're excited. You're like, this is so good. I love when I can be whenever you want, whatever I want. Do you feel some anxiety, some stress? Like, oh my gosh, can I pick the right thing? Give me a thumbs down. Are you thumbing up? Are you thumbs down on this one? Either way, what you're feeling is perfectly fine. And what we're going to talk about today is how to help you to move forward in this, because I'm one of those people that I was like, I don't really know what I want to be. So let's go to the next slide. Poll number 1. Emma's going to pull that up right now oh, she's so fast. How do you feel about your future career? Can you answer this in 30 seconds or 10? I'm clicking you through here. We're going to be moving quickly. I'm going to keep going through. How do you feel about your future career? I can't even move it and see my slides. So let's keep going. And in a moment, I'm going to ask for the results from Emma, okay? So there are secrets to figuring out your future, the next steps, and your success. That's what I'm going to be going through today. 3 things, okay? How many things? Show me with your fingers. How many things? 3 things. I'm going to share with you my story of how I went from being confused to the career of my dreams. And I'm going to share with you what my turning point is. I'm also going to share with you the 3 myths or the facts. We're going to play a myths or fact game later on. And these are things that potentially you've been led to believe by society and social media that are causing you to feel clear or confident, not clear or confident about your future. I don't want you to feel that way. And the third thing is I'm going to teach you the secret tool. And a little secret, you already got it on the handout. So I'm going to teach you how to use that tool really easily to create achievable goals, balance your stress, and the ultimate dynamic life you love. Everything I do is talking about dynamic. That's why you see that word there. Here we go. And the best part is that you can learn, what you learn can be applied not only to your future career, but also to all areas of your life, not just your career. There's so much else going on. And please know, there is a test at the end. There is a test. The test is, I want you to tell me what's the most powerful idea that you'll take right away from this 30 minutes and apply to your life right away. Is that a simple quiz? Is that a simple test? Yeah, it's because our time is worth it. And if you're going to spend time with me, I want you to at least apply one thing. And if you apply one thing, you'll be better tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So if you have any questions, please pop them into the chat room. Chloe, don't worry. She said she can't turn her camera on, but hands are up. You can also just put in the chat room, me or I am, or answer the questions that way. That's totally fine. But if you have any questions, put them in the group, either to me privately or to the whole group. Okay. Here we go. And if you want to connect with me on Facebook or Insta, there it is. You might need to take a screenshot of that. And we are going to go to the results of the poll. Let's get the results from the poll, Emma. Oh, people are confident, but not clear on your future career. 46%. You guys can see that, eh? So some people, only 8% are saying, I got both. I'm confident and I'm clear. Some people say, I'm clear, but I'm not so confident. And other people keep changing my mind. I totally get it. And a few of you are like, I haven't thought about it. And maybe that's because you're in grade 9 or 10 and you're like, I got time. I don't want to do that now. I'm still sorting it all out. And that's fine. So those were our results. And so no matter where you are, know that you're where you need to be right now. And we are going to help you to move forward. So here we go with my story. I'm going to share some little cutie photos of me. So there I am, born to 2 immigrant parents who were blue collar, worked really hard. I had 2 older brothers, kind of typical life. I like to play in boxes. Maybe you like to as well. As I grew up, I loved sports. I loved playing outside. Those are my school photos. I look a little bit excited to be at school, or at least on picture day. And that's really good. I learned a lot from sports and school. And what was really cool is that I was often the kid that the teacher put beside, like the struggling kid, the new kid, the bullied kid. Is anyone else like that? Is anyone else like that? I'm friends with everyone. I help out my classmates if they don't understand something. Please keep doing that. That's so amazing. I love it. This will help you in the future immensely. And so maybe you're like me. Maybe your parents are immigrants. Maybe you grew up in a small town. Maybe you're the youngest. Maybe you have no family around, because mine were all in England. Maybe you're in a part of a blue collar family, or maybe you're not sure about what your career is that you want. And that's where I was. Even going to university, I was like, I don't know what I want to be. Do I want to be a teacher? Do I want to do broadcasting? Because I want to speak and I want to teach, but I don't know what career that is. So that's my graduation from university photo. I show the rugby because I was also a varsity rugby player, just to show that I was multidimensional in the things I was doing. And still I was like, I don't know what I want to be. So I went off to Japan and I taught English for 3 years, but I also did narration work. And the cool thing about that is I still was doing both. So even in high school, didn't know, university wasn't sure. Went to Japan for 3 years, still wasn't sure. But when I got back home, oh my goodness, everybody was getting married and settling down and having kids. And I thought, I'll never figure out my career. But then I said to myself, you know, Diane, you're a smart woman. You just don't know what you want to do in life to reach a success that will actually make you happy. So what did I do? I hired a coach. She showed me the tool I'm going to show you. I took some programs. I joined a great group of women. So I was flying in a flock, in a V. And then teaching and speaking put together, I became a life coach. I started teaching programs. There's the teacher side. I started to get clarity, confidence, and I took action on what I needed to take action on in life to move me forward. I get paid to go and speak in international locations across Canada. There's me, again, the same kind of excited face as me at school when I was a kid, because I just love what I do. I got to grow my business as I grow my family. So there's my 2 children. Now that's a few years back. I'll show you a more updated photo. Now I feel like a confident business owner. And so maybe you're in that place of, oh, I don't know what to do. Eventually you can be confident. And I see someone said, what's a blue collar family? Oh, good question. So it's usually when people are working kind of middle class jobs in the trades. My dad was a boilermaker or welder, and my mom worked as a waitress. So the blue collar meaning the color of the clothes rather than a white collar, which would be like a business person, business man. Did we do a day talk? Because I have seen you somewhere. Oh, you know, it's funny. People say they've seen me somewhere, and maybe they haven't. And my major was in English and MIT, media information and technoculture, so I could keep my doors open. So kind of cool things I've been able to do is put out a few books. I've been in books. My Dynamic You book is about the 9 pillars of being a dynamic woman. And at the bottom are my collaborative books, where Karen is in the Confidence Secrets book. So is Susan. And I just yesterday wrote with my daughter, who is 8. I wrote her piece with her to put in the Confidence Secrets book. So that's really amazing. But at the end of the day, I love that I just feel blessed that I get to do what I do and impact lives and have fun with my family. This was a few years ago, but that gives you an idea of a little bit more about them growing up. And I also get to do, drop off and pick up, because I've started to design the life that I want. So at the end of the day, really, I get to empower and teach women. So it's not that I chose my career per se. I didn't say I want to be a teacher, I want to be this. It's that I asked myself, what do I really want to do for people? I want to empower and teach them. Then I figured out, what career could I do that in? I can do that in speaking. I can do that in coaching. I can do that in training, so many different ways. And here's just a few pictures of clients I'm working with. The pink dress there was my book launch. The one with all the people in the background, that's me speaking in Washington. So it's quite fun, the things I get to do and the life I get to have. Now we get to play a game. Are you guys ready for the game? Thumbs up if you're ready for the game. Okay, polls will start to come out, okay? And I want you to tell me if you strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree to these different questions. Here we go. First one, do you agree or disagree? If you want to reach your goals, you need to change yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get the results. Disagree. Okay, good. That's the leader here. So let me tell you a little bit. You may feel you need to change yourself, but I'll let you know, Wizard of Oz says it the best. Glinda says, you've always had the power, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. So you don't have to change yourself. You need to, here's a write downable, change your actions. Change your actions. Okay, so if you're like, oh, I'm not committed to things, well, then change your actions to be someone who's committed. I'm not really good at math. Well, then change your actions by studying harder, getting a tutor. Do you know, I always had low scores in reading. I majored in English. How's that? I'm like the worst speller. I've written 3 books, been a part of 2 more. Okay, are you ready for the second question? Here we go. Is this a myth or a fact? I wonder, eh? If you spend only on material things because you can't make back easily what you invest on yourself? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Results. Disagree. Okay, this one's higher. This one's higher. And so investing out could be, I'm going to invest in like a website. I'm going to invest in putting up my YouTube channel. I'm going to invest in all these books. And it's good if the books are helping you too. Invest in you. Investing you will give you a better ROI. Do you know everything I've learned in a program, everything I've learned in my experience places is now coming into play in my career currently? Next one. Agree, disagree? You're too busy to take on anything else. You got school, you got maybe music class, you got extracurricular activities, you got your friends, you've got your chores at home. Maybe you have a part-time job. You're just too busy to take on anything else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, results. Here we go. You disagree with that. Now, why do you disagree? Let's see it. Key thing is you're too busy for the wrong things. We've already heard today, if you have people in your life that are kind of negative, they're not that part of that good flock, maybe you need to move away from them. You don't have time for the wrong things. You got time for the right things. So just like Karen was doing movement today, you got time for movement. You have to, that's a right thing. You have time to do the activities that will help to propel you forward. You have time to come on things like this. You're smart women to be able to come on things like this on your Saturday. If you are like, but I just need to find more time, Diane, I have no idea where to find it, just Google these things, Pomodoro technique and my name. You'll find a video where I talk about the Pomodoro technique. I did not make it up. I just share it around. So write that down. And you'll watch a video. It's also talking about some other time-saving techniques. This is something I really wish that I had when I was younger. No one told me about this stuff. I had to hear it from a Harvard professor in order to know this. And that's not until I was 27, which probably is double some of your ages. Yeah. Okay. And I actually have a bonus myth. I think that was probably enough time for you to get that down. If not, Emma wrote it in there for SI Vancouver, the Pomodoro technique, and then you know my name. Bonus myth, here we go. So many people already do what you do or what you want to do. The competition is too fierce, so it'll be hard. There are already lots of people that want to be engineers. There's already lots of people that want to get into tech. So let's get the final poll here. Do you strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree? And you're doing so well. I see some cameras went off. Come back, girls. Come back. I love to see your faces. Some of you are smiling. It helps give me energy. Oh, and I got a thumbs up from Hope. Thank you. Okay, see, I see you. I see you here. Okay, ready? Let's get the results to that. What do we have? You agree. So many people are doing what you do. The competition is too fierce, so it'll be hard. Okay, I'm telling you, this is also a myth. This is also a myth. Do you know why? These 4 words. No one is you. No one is you. Do you know how many life coaches and business coaches there are in the world? Like billions. And then when COVID hit and everyone went online, even more people thought they were coaches. And so there's so much competition, but who cares? No one is me and no one is you. So key thing in here, 3 words, embrace your uniqueness. Okay. I can be a bit loud. I can talk a little bit funny. I can have weird humor. And some people won't like me, and that's okay, because the people that like me love me, and it's the same for you. Okay, so you guys ready for the tool? Let me show you a little something that I'm going to be giving away here. Can you see that? It says, I am dynamic. It's from my Dynamic Women community. I'm going to be giving away some t-shirts. I'm also going to be giving away, oh, I just disturbed my cat there. I'm also going to be giving away the Dynamic Women Success Secrets book to a couple of you. So I got shirts, I got books, and I got 8 minutes to do this. You guys with me? This is the fastest wheel of life I will ever do in my whole career, I'm sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually flip really quick through these ones to get us to where I want to be. Boom. We're going to get clarity. We're going to use this wheel. We're going to talk about all 10 areas of life. The key thing I want you to know is one says significant other romance. I get that a lot of you are not in relationships. Totally cool. But no matter what, self-love. So if you want to rename that area self-love, go for it. So it's all about creating balance in your lives. Balance so that no matter where you are, you're going to feel like you got everything in sync. But we can only do that if we stop getting into this, the success trap. So you're probably being pushed. I had to go to university because there was no other option for me. My parents are like, you are going. And it was at a time where there weren't many other options. And so I was the first in my family to go. But I was driven by success, not driven by this key word, satisfaction. That's what this tool is going to do to you. It's going to help you to measure your satisfaction in life, because a life built on satisfaction feels happy and fulfilling and successful. And I want you to be happy every single day of your life in every area. And it is possible. This helps you to have satisfaction, happiness, and success now as well as later, not just when I graduate, when I get a job, when I get a promotion. Let's do it today. You guys with me on that? Yeah, give me some happy hands if you're with me on that. Wanting satisfaction every single day. My left hand's not working as well as my right. I don't know, maybe it's tired. Okay, here we go. Here's the wheel. We are going to measure our satisfaction, but the key thing is you must use your intuition. Okay, touch your stomach. Your intuition can come from there. It can also come from your heart. Your intuition will tell you the answer to these questions. Okay, the question is basically, oh, sorry, one more thing. We can cut friends and family in half. We can also cut personal development in half. If you have a spiritual side and you want to put your faith in there, that's in personal development. And if friends and family are going to be two different numbers, like you're happy with them in different ways, then you want to cut that as well. So here we go. 0 is in the middle, means I'm not satisfied in the least bit. 10 is I'm totally satisfied. I'm doing a really good job. You're going to make a line. Now, career for you, I want you to think about, where is my confidence in what career decision I'm going to choose? Okay, so if you're not satisfied in, like, I have no idea, and I'm not confident about it, put it low. And if you're super understanding of it and you're confident, go higher. Same for money. How are you feeling about money in your life? Your spiritual, like, work your way all the way around. Significant other, romance. Let's talk about self-love. How much do you care about yourself? Then friends and family. Health can be emotional health, physical health. And your physical environment is your home and probably your bedroom. That's probably the safe haven for you where you get to go hang out. And then fun and recreation. That could be music, drawing, sports, dancing, creating videos, or doing some gaming. So maybe yours ends up looking like this. And this is where I really want you to be putting it up and showing me. So when you're done, put it up and show me. And if Jaden had a question, feel free to pop it in the chat box for me. So it could look like this. It could look like this. And just like our eyes and our hair and everything look different and our fingerprints are different, this is going to look different for you. And we just got in the chat box, if you really wanted this version of it, you can grab the handout at the link that is there. But I know right now you just have a piece of paper and a pen, and you can draw this too, because all you need to do is draw like a pizza shape or a pie shape or a cake shape, whatever you like better. Who's got theirs done? I'm going to start looking through. You can hold it up. Katie, I see yours. Wonderful. I'm going to have a closer look soon. So Katie, in the chat box, would you like a t-shirt or would you like a book? You make your choice. Blythe, same thing. Would you like a t-shirt or would you like a book? Put it in the chat box. Vashna, you're a third winner. Would you like a t-shirt or a book? And if you say t-shirt, can you please tell me what size? Okay. What size do you think? It's girls' t-shirts. Okay. We got some people. Oh, we got everybody. Okay, I'm going to come off of here. I got some other stuff I want to show you, but actually, let me flip through because I want to see everyone's, but I want to do the next thing. And I got 2 minutes. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, here we go. The last thing I want you to know is that you can do this. And I would love for you, when this is done today, take 5 minutes. You are going to look at this wheel and you're going to create a second line. You know what the second line is? The second line is, where do I want my life to be in 6 months or in 1 year or in 5 years? Where do I want it to be? Then you create those new lines. Then you can use that to make your goals. Now, how do you do that? You go, well, I want my fun and recreation to be a 9. What is it? And these are the questions. Look like, feel like, and what's possible at a 9 in fun and recreation. And you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm having parties of my friends and we're watching films in my parents' basement, or I'm putting on little dance parties on my front lawn with my friends. Maybe that's your fun. And so you write it down what it looks like. Then you say, how do I use this to design a life a year from now? How do I want my life to look? Now, before I come off of here, I do want to make sure that I have your nugget. What is the most powerful idea you'll take and use right away in your life? Pop it into the chat box. I want to see what you say. It's really important. And then I'm going to come off of sharing, and just in the last 30 seconds to a minute here, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to look at your wheels, okay? And remember, fly in a V, don't fly alone, because the key thing is you have support. You have other people around you. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to come and see all these beautiful wheels. You know, I wish, and I'll drag you guys back on the other screen. I wish that I had this wheel when I was younger. I do. It would have saved me so much time, so much energy. Harleen, you're still holding up yours. I love it. Sarang, you're holding up. Okay, let's do one final hold up of all of those wheels. All of those wheels. Let me see them. Let me see them. Let me see them. Amazing. So good. I love the double. Jaden and her friend there. Two of them up. I get a half a wave. Awesome. Well, ladies, it has been fantastic being with you here today. The test is, what is your biggest takeaway that you will actually apply to your life? If you want to know more about the wheel, please jump over to my website or message me. As you have my email on the bottom, I'm happy to send over a YouTube video that explains more about it, because in 30 minutes, I can only do a really small piece. So thank you very much for allowing me, Gurjeet and Emma and Ching, everybody, the time to come here. I know that, ladies, because you're here, you will have a difference in the future for yourself, for society, and you're up to great things. I know it, and I want to hear about it. So reach out. Thank you very much.